Hello Aries, welcome to my channel. This is your April 2020 reading. I hope that all of you all are safe and secure and that you guys are staying healthy out there with everything that's going on around the world. And the universe, always has a message for us, no matter what's going on in the world or the universe. So let's go ahead and jump right into your reading, Aries, and see some things that you can look forward to, things that you need to address, or things that you need to step away from possibly within this month. Okay, so Aries, it seems that there is a strict mindset that needs to be embraced during the month of April. It is your season, so happy birthday to all of you guys during this time. I hope that you celebrate yourselves to the fullest during your season. This is a time of hard work for you, Aries. Your season does, and for me personally, Aries season is what starts the new year for me. Okay, I feel that February and January and February, and even early March, it's still, we're carrying a lot of the old energies from the year before, from the previous year. And then once we hit Aries season, that's when spring starts to show itself, fully. That's when work needs to get done. And I feel that there are those of you who have been keeping to yourselves, being private. Some of you all may need to do so during this month, or continue to do so if you guys are already on that wavelength. Meditation, thinking about for the long term what it is that you desire within your own lives, and understanding what steps you need to take towards that goal. It's your time, Aries, to be, in this season, your season, it's your time to really think about what you desire, what you deserve, and what work is required, what steps are required to obtain those things that you desire. At the bottom of the deck, we have the King of Swords, or the King of Air here. Sorry if you guys can't really see the cards. This camera doesn't really do them justice, but with the King of Air coming out at the bottom of the deck, there may be those of you who have Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius in your chart. Some of you all may be dealing with an Aquarius, or there is someone that you look up to who is very smart, who's very diplomatic, who is kind of, I wouldn't say neutral, but they are not one to baby you or take sides on an emotional level. They don't allow their emotions to get the best of them when it comes to decision making. Okay, so there may be someone around you or someone that you're dealing with. For those of you who are dealing with someone and you're in a relationship during this month where you may feel that they're a little harsh, or they're not taking your feelings into consideration, they may be an air sign, or they may be an earth sign, a Virgo in particular. For those of you who are dealing with an earth sign or another person, there is this person wants the best for you, I feel, but and whoever, it could be a family member, it could be a friend, it could be a significant other, but this person has very masculine qualities, and the way they deal with their own lives, they don't really have time to deal with things on an emotional level, in an emotional way. The advice that they give you may not seem heartfelt, it may not seem like they have empathy for you, but they do. But they don't necessarily care about the emotional factors that play into the goals that you're trying to reach. So the advice that, if you guys are dealing with another person, a mentor, or someone who's older than you, or you're in a relationship with someone like this, just come to the understanding that it's okay for you to, don't be afraid of them, don't be intimidated by them, they don't mean any harm. They just may not really have that fiery passion that you have when it comes to living life. They have much more of a logical standpoint, you know, when it comes to making decisions in general. Okay, that doesn't mean that they love you any less or that they don't care about you. It just means that they just don't really understand how to live life any other way when it comes to important decisions. Okay, now for those of you who are dealing with you're not dealing with another person. This is a message for you, and you're single, or you live by yourself, or you're only focused on yourself. This is a time to embody the King of Swords, the King of Air, because not only do you have the King of Air, you have the Queen of Air here. So some of you all may be dealing with parents, a mother and a father, or both grandparents, an aunt or an uncle, or the fact that air is coming out so strongly in your chart in the month of April, Aries. You have to really embrace your potential. You need to understand your potential, and you have to put away the emotional aspect of it. The universe doesn't, when it comes to our growth and the cultivations of ourselves and our minds and our spirits, the universe doesn't care about emotions. It cares about the work that needs to be put in to your growth and your overall life's purpose, right? Because we also have the King of Earth. So a lot of kings and queens are coming out in your reading, Aries, and this is about your potential. This is about long-term investment. This is about what it is that you want for yourselves, what you want for your families. This is not the time to allow your emotions to get the best of you in this time. Especially what's going on globally right now in the world. This is not the time to allow your emotions, whether it be depression, anxiety. It's not the best thing for you to do is really to be by yourself. So because when I say by yourself, I say that because we have the Hermit card here. This is Virgo. Some of you all may be dealing with a Virgo, or you have Virgo in your chart, or there is a message that Virgo has for you during this time. And also with the whole social distancing thing, that's also still very important. And there may be those of you who are having a really hard time practicing that. Maybe you guys are at a distance from a significant other as well, or at a distance from your family. Just understand that it's going to be okay. You know, this is for your health, it's for your good, it's for their, you know, the good of your family. And it's just understanding that whatever situation that you're dealing with in this time, you have to take a more logical approach to it. That doesn't mean that you should completely ignore your emotions and ignore how you feel if you have to step aside to cry, or, you know, it's good to live in every moment. But when it comes to the more important things, like if you have a family or your relationship, or when it comes to your finances in a relationship or your family, or even with your own, you know, if you're single or you don't have a family and you're only caring for yourself right now, there is a need to take a more logical approach to things, because what's at stake here, or what the universe is trying to help you manifest, is your dreams. Okay, so you have a stone called I think I'm saying this right, Herkimer, or Herkimer, and it says dreams. It says I am constantly manifesting my dreams into reality. Sorry, that might be a little bit backwards. Might be backwards for you guys, but this is what the stone looks like. So the fact that you guys, this is a time to really focus on your dreams and aspirations, Aries, and it's time to really get going and practicing forward movement, not focusing on the past, not focusing on whether your relationship is going well or not. Sorry guys, my nose always itches when I'm doing readings sometimes. And the universe is trying to help you to understand your independence. It wants you to help you to understand how powerful you are, how strong you guys are. Okay? It doesn't matter how bad things get. You guys already have the resources that you need within yourselves. Don't allow your thoughts or anyone else around you to make you feel as if you don't know what you're doing, or or to belittle you and make you feel like you don't understand how to be logical. That's not the case, Aries, okay? Because you're fire. Naturally, you guys don't necessarily approach things logically. I would say that out of all the fire signs, you guys are the most logical, to be honest. I'm a Leo, and you have Sagittarius too. So I would say that Aries, you guys are very hardworking, and you guys are, out of all the fire signs, from my experience, have been a little, more logical. Um, and the fact that there's a lot of air coming out in your chart in Earth, there is a lot of needing to ground yourselves, but also keeping your eyes towards the stars. Continue to focus on your dreams, but make sure that you're taking a much more grounded approach to things. Okay, when it comes to your money, don't try not to practice emotional buying. Some people buy things to make them feel better. What are some other things that you can do when it comes to your money? Where can you put your money? Can you put it in a savings account? And if you have to go out and buy things that you actually need, not things that you want. It's okay to splurge on yourself, and it's okay to treat yourself, and to love on yourselves a little bit. But given this time, the only female energy that we have, the feminine energy, is the Queen of Swords, and she takes a much more, even though she is the feminine aspect of the swords, she takes a very logical perspective of things, and she has a different outlook on things that is less than emotional. Or it's not emotional. I wouldn't say less than, but it's because she's not negative. But there is a need to understand what are some things that you need to cut out of your daily routine that you've been utilizing way too long, and how has it become a little toxic, or much toxic. How much toxicity have you created in your own lives that needs to be severed, so that you can finally get the house that you want, get the car that you want, move your family to a better place, where whatever your dreams and goals are, whatever it is that you want for yourselves, for your family. You need to really understand what that means for you, and what work that entails. Okay, and then we have, it's safe for you to love, from the Romance Angel Oracles. It says, open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. It is okay for those of you who are dealing with another person, an air sign or an earth sign. It doesn't matter their sign, but if they embody those qualities of air and earth, you really need, understand it's okay. Like, they're not someone that you should be afraid of. It's not someone that you should feel intimidated by. And if you do, have that conversation with them and just let them know, hey, this is kind of hurting me a little bit, or maybe hitting your ego, the way this person talks to you, or the way they approach things when it comes to finances, or when it comes to life. And maybe there's something, maybe you should watch this person, if they're your mentor or your parents, watch this person and how they deal with their finances, and how they've dealt with struggles. Okay, but it's okay for you to open yourselves up. It may feel kind of strange, because you're in this hermit mode, but open yourself to the greatest love, which is love of the universe, love of yourself. Okay, it doesn't matter whether you're in a relationship or not. The most important thing is to, sorry guys, I live on a very busy street, so, and people are working on construction in the back, so I'm really sorry about that. But the universe is definitely wanting to help you this month to understand how to be loyal, and how to understand dedication to your goals and your dreams, not slipping up or cutting corners in any way. Okay, and lastly, we have the messenger, the hawk. Okay, so it says, Spirit is sending you messages. Open your greater vision to see the signs. Focus on priorities and eliminate distractions. You have a bright future. Let yourself ascend to new heights. So this is your time, Aries. Like I said, this is your time. It is your time to grasp your blessings. It's time for you to manifest what you truly want in life. Will that manifest this year? Maybe not. It may manifest 5 years from now. But it's time for you to put in the work, so that these goals that you, even the smaller goals, that the short-term goals, that you're meeting those goals on time, or that you're meeting those goals this year, so that you can finally reach the much more grander goal. Okay, so that's your message for the month of April, Aries. Happy birthday once again. I really hope that you guys are celebrating yourselves to the fullest, and just remember, don't lose that fiery passion, but use it to understand what it is that you need to accomplish in order for you to gain what you desire. Okay, and it's okay to distance yourselves. For those of you who are practicing social distancing and it may be difficult, or you're at a distance from your significant other or your family, everything is going to be fine. Okay, and during this time while you're by yourselves, for those of you who are hermiting or those of you who are at a distance from your loved ones, just understand during that time you should be focusing or planning what are the next steps towards a better life. Okay, use the alone time that the universe is giving all of us around the world to understand ourselves, understand our loved ones, to think about things that we need to cut out of our lives that has not benefited us at all, or has not been of any benefit to us at all. Okay, so much love and light to all of you, and I wish you guys the very best of luck on this journey. All right, you guys, take care. Bye.